Weather and these historic planting delays have been causing a weather rally in the markets. And here to talk about that is Randy Martinson with Martinson Ag. So let's talk about what kind of a production loss we anticipate here with the record delayed planting and the possibility of prevented plant acres.
You know, we are looking at a lot less acres getting planted, and that's going to be the key, just how much weather cooperates in the short term, how much guys can get in the field in the next week up here in the northern plains, next couple of weeks for the west or for the eastern corn belt. Right now, we're expecting, on our estimates, I'm thinking 6 million acres of corn doesn't get planted, 2 million of soybeans. And with that, there's no way we're going to get trendline yields at this point. So we know we have to back off on yields. Even just using a 5% reduction brings our yields down quite a bit, and it does tighten our potential stocks estimates quite a bit as well.
So you're looking at maybe over a 500 million bushel decrease in production in corn at least. Oh,
at least that, yeah. And when you look at it with the combination of lower acres and the lower yield, we could be looking at trimming stocks by $1 billion easily in corn. And I'm looking at possibility right now of about 500 million in soybeans.
So whether the weather rally can be sustained now is going to be dependent on weather going forward and whether the funds who have come out of their record short positions start going long in this market, right?
Exactly. And right now it looks like the funds are about even in their position. They're maybe a little bit short yet, but they have been unloading their short positions, and that's going to be the key. Now, we've got some critical time frames and some major news that's going to be coming out. The acreage report at the end of June. We're also going to be looking at the potential of USDA lowering yield in the June 11th report, and I think the funds are going to wait for some of those numbers and weather to make their decision if they're going to go long.
And when we say that they've started to go long, we're talking about corn because they're still short in wheat and beans, right?
Exactly. It's going to be corn. That's the main market that everybody's paying attention to.
So what's your marketing advice now? Because farmers want to take advantage of the rally but are always hesitant to do so when they don't know if they're going to get a crop.
And that is the key right now. I mean, a lot of producers have some grain sold already, and they're wondering what they're going to do if they don't get the crop planted. And some are 50% priced, and they're still looking at some extra bushels. I'm telling guys, use puts right now. I mean, take the safe route, lock in the floor. But buying puts is expensive. You spend a lot on the premium. Then I'm telling guys to look at selling calls up above it, above $5. The potential of this rally right now, we would think would probably be somewhere up in the upper 4s, maybe low 5s. If everything goes wrong yet. So looking at doing something like an at-the-money put, selling 60-cent out-of-the-money call, I think is a good position to go into.
Puts on beans too?
Puts on beans as well, yeah. That one I'm a little more concerned about where production could fall right now because we just don't know how the rest of the season's going to go. And, beans really, even at a 500 million bushel ending stocks, are not friendly. So guys should really be looking at anything above $9, looking at doing something.
Also, give us your crop insurance advice. We're past the last plant date for some of our areas for corn.
Most of South Dakota, Minnesota, the southeast corner of North Dakota, it's May 31st. So any day after that, you lose 1%, up to 25 days. At the 25 days after last planting date, then you go to prevent plant coverage. So it's not really feasible to go past that a week to 10 days in planting corn or soybeans for that matter, because then you hurt your APH so much.
Some good advice. Thanks for joining us in these volatile weather markets. Randy Martinson with Martinson Ag.